Hello there everyone, and welcome back. We have finally made on our way to Diamond, or at least the first tier of Diamond 4. Still, we got a little bit of work ahead of us if I'm going to try and at least really brag that I'm top caliber Diamond player. Since, as you can see here, it's only rank 3 Diamond. But nonetheless, it is a foreshadowing of what's to come perhaps. Especially since I was at risk of going back down to Gold League or Platinum 3 I think. At least early on in the series as I was getting back into Starcraft 2. And while I did get some warm-up games in here, I am terrified. I don't know why, I can't explain it, but I'm afraid of just making myself look like a fool, which sounds really silly, needless to say. Since I am trying my best there, and without a doubt, my opponents are going to just be more difficult to deal with. You would think I should be just fine there. But it remains to be seen. Let's just do this, let's get this over with. My nightmare is about to be upon me, I think. Alright, it's go time. We're facing off against Terran, the good old-fashioned barcode. So we have no idea who they are, and chances are, we're never going to see them again after we demolish them, hopefully. Normally, when you see barcode at lower ranks there, it probably means a lot. You can infer a couple of things. For Master League player, possibly Grandmaster, it makes more sense since you're leaving your opponent guessing on who they're actually facing off, so they can't like mind game or metagame you based off your playstyle. But in Diamond League, I like to think there's going to be hints of early aggression of some kind. That's what I'm inferring from this. And I think what I'm going to do, well, for one, try and minimize the coverage that the Reaper has, which in all honesty should have been over here. But I'm thinking multi-layer at this point. I have a pylon here to potentially put a shield battery down, as opposed to waiting for a second pylon if I feel there's going to be a really early aggression. And it's a good thing I caught the extra probe there accidentally built. That could have been bad. It still leaves me incredibly vulnerable to this getting sniped on said early aggression. But they would need to use scans or leave themselves really vulnerable to getting hit on the ramp by a force field. So I like to think I'm okay there. I would like to think. It remains to be seen. But the anxiety is more or less gone now. Am I focused? Probably not. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, huh? I am likely going to need to bring my A game as far as we continue to fight more caliber players. Hell, I've been fighting Diamond 2, I think, for some of my matches even. Let's see. Double gas, so this strikes me as some kind of early Cyclone play. And it could even be proxied. It could be Cyclone, it could be even, what is it? Banshees. I want a spot for it, though. I'm suspecting there's something hidden. That's all I have to really say on this matter. Let's not forget our second pylon, which really is more useful up here because of what I said earlier. Boom, we actually managed to sneak on out. Does it help? Probably not yet. Gotta keep an eye out. If I could find a proxy, that'd be good. It's likely it's not being a proxy. It could be just hitting on the ramp, but I'm paranoid of that. Like I said, you can infer a few things here. Alright. Let's deal for a Reaper friend. And I do have a scout out here. Probably not intended to be a scout. And there could still be a proxy of some kind. Now, Adept. There's only one place the Reaper normally will come from. You would think anyway. So can we deny it? This early aggression kind of demands a robo anyway, if I were to be honest. Yes, you better run. If only I had walled this off, that would be amazing for me. They see the robotics facility, or at least what they infer to be the robotics facility. It doesn't help me a whole lot just yet. Alright, you see the expansion? This may be a little bit excessive. Alright, that was a little bit silly. But you scanned, surprisingly. I don't know what to make of that, but I haven't made a sentry, which is a bit of a failing there too. I don't know what to make of this, in all honesty. You burnt a scan for this, so you're playing something, I want to say. Oh well, that's what we kind of have the scout for. I'm really jumpy. I'm paranoid. to hell about what might happen. At least I was oversaturated, so pulling all those workers isn't a huge deal, and that kind of confirms something's going on. That is researching, right? I see the green light. It's yellow, actually. But we're gonna need ourselves some... Dang it. Oh, that's not. I need pylons and all that good stuff, too. It's looking like Banshees, but I didn't see the cloaking upgrade, to be honest, too. Alright, that's kind of what I was waiting for. Alright, we're all set. Let's get the stalkers at the ready. And I have a shield battery. I don't like having an observer here. And there's part of my reasoning right there. No immortal. It's not the most convenient positioning, but it works. We know Banshees are being built. We're not going to kill this just yet. Ah, dang it. Can we at least kill one of these things off? No. Come on, Immortal. Don't do me this service. Bad placement, as you can clearly see, of the dang shield battery, but at least deters the aggression. Temporarily. Now I need more stalkers up here to prepare for any more aggression.
I'm here in the shadows.
We do have an immortal. Huh, interesting. I didn't realize the nullification field would allow me to move. So I'm not prepared for how the new abilities work for... Dang. I wasn't even aware of a Raven, to be honest, but... Let's get building. It's not a Banshee, I can be thankful for that at least. Now keep building, we know the expansion is really late. I'm just doing a bad job on the rest of my build and whatever else might be going on. And I need pylons too, which would be really helpful here. I am well defended, I just gotta be mindful of any aggression yet again. I think we're good. Just gotta be... Actually, let me send this observer out to scout finally. We got good intel about aggression at least with my dang... probe. But now we need some assurances we can poke out safely. That's really what it comes down to. Everything was delayed, they have the tech advantage, but that's not huge just yet. And my gas is not quite fully saturated. Oh no, it was just spent, Horb. I just spent it all, that's what. Let's get the Chrome Boost going. Let's get back caught up, and yeah, Warp Prism maybe to open up for harass potential. That's something I need to work on some. I was worried about aggression, and it was justified. They were playing more cautious type approach. Alright. So we know where everything is. Ah, dang it, that's a shame. We lost the observer due to the lock-on.
You require more Vespine gas.
Now, let's get the gas going. Let's get our server going, since that is apparent with my opponents what they're doing.
My charge.
And we have a Warp Prism for potential harassment once the charge builds at least. I just gotta look for an opportunity to harass from multiple angles, but I need vision for that to work.
We shall stand. I am
And I gotta remember to get storms. I kinda almost forgot about my storm.
You must construct additional pylons.
And we already got pylons building, so this shouldn't be a big concern just yet. Upgrades going. We still don't quite know what opponent's going for as far as builds, but I like to go up here just to make him paranoid. Again, I need confirmation there's nothing going through the middle when I do this. Now, charge is finishing.
Research complete.
I want to make them paranoid of what's up here.
Our pylon is under attack.
Of course, that was like horribly timed, wasn't it? That was horribly timed. At least I have a shield battery to help to extend here. It's not perfect. Who knows how many of my workers getting fried by this.
We are the light of the power.
And we do have damage going on over here, at least. I don't know what we actually killed, mind you, but I like to think that was fair trade.
We embrace the glory of battle. Research complete.
Just get him going and make him paranoid of another attack like that. Now, more immortals. I want to try it again. This time with preparations, well, we know the attack is imminent this time. Now this time, this is going to be the serious attack.
My charge.
And I'm going to try and make them worry a little bit.
We embrace the glory of battle.
Try to. They have everything down there, and I have good position for it. Just gotta be mindful I have no Templar just yet. Interfere away. Interfere away. I'm gonna make you scared. And actually, I don't think that actually detected my prism, so that would actually be pretty damn convenient here. I don't know, I take that back. That was like the worst possible result there. But it still pays off. We gotta get through this clutter though. Now that I have no reinforcements, I'm just gonna have to brute force this. I was thinking I could be clever, but of course, gotta remember that my opponents probably like to just spam turrets ideally. And how my saturation, not really good if I were to be honest. It was still enough though. It was still enough. I like to think that was still performed badly. At least I can be happy I dealt with the aggression really damn well. I just can't honestly tell you how aggressive that was. And I should have done a rewind, this would have made it faster. Since I'm just curious about, did they immediately build the factory? That's kind of what two refiners would suggest to me. I wasn't honestly expecting ravens though, let's be serious. That completely caught me completely off guard, and while it didn't mean much thankfully for my immortal that got, I honestly can't remember. It's my first time actually experiencing the new Raven's abilities, like its armor piercing rounds that I'm aware of. It's -5 armor, so I take additional damage, mind you, if it goes below 0. But what is it? The nullification fields, whatever the heck they put on my immortal, that I'm uncertain about. And yeah, immediately built the factory there, so it's not like a proxy like I expected. But I was justified nonetheless. Especially, well, really, it's mostly the double gas and not so much the barcode. Good God. This is needlessly, this is a lot of paranoia here, I gotta say, having a turret that early. Sure, if I went super fast DTs, this would be relevant in like maybe 2 minutes. That's how preemptive this missile turret is. And sadly, I hate to feel like I'm justifying the use of missile turrets everywhere by getting my warp prism killed. If I had been paying attention, that would have been a different story, but losing a missile turret up here could have seriously costed me. So that was unfortunate. I need to watch that a little bit better, and remember, my opponents are going to have excess minerals for such play too. Now, how could I have done this better? Well, obviously, shield battery up here would have made a world difference, because I kind of have to back up. But as we've seen before, with the proxy, mind you, it was a proxy cyclone rush, I didn't quite have the time to get my shield battery up here, and I was also late on getting my immortal out too. And I also sort of underestimate just how quickly I could do damage, since I almost entirely focused on this one cyclone, but as you can see, it's not quite close enough to death. And we lost everything as a result. Thankfully though, that was still well deflected for me, and still, the main thing I'm really curious about is the dang Raven, what the hell that field even does. I don't really care about this interesting mech play, mind you. That I was seriously not expecting is a mech style play with siege tanks everywhere. Give me the Raven, I want to see the Raven. Oh, they were already out. Silly me, I was distracted elsewhere. So what the hell is this? Interference matrix, okay. Just makes them unable to attack or use abilities, so theoretically this could deny the bonus health I get for my immortals too, but I for some reason thought I made my units immobile so I could have moved them, which thankfully allowed my immortal to survive. So I'm thankful for that, and apparently only mechanical or psionic units. Alright, I learned something new. This is a different playstyle. I don't know how to seriously consider it, mind you. The early Cyclone aggression is normal, but everything else, that was a little bit odd for me to take in. So I'm gonna really have to think on if I should have countered that more or not. Another Terran matchup this time are it's not a barcode. So we can trust that they're confident in what it is they're doing, and maybe that's part of the reason why our last Terran opponent decided to go with a barcode, since that is a really weird build. And if they actually commit to that type of build, it could, if he's the only one who does like the early Ravens, at least against Protoss, then I can at least see that coming to a vague extent. Although, I already mentioned, that's really practical in like the higher leagues when there's less and less people to potentially go up against. And I forgot to give my good manners last game, didn't I too? I'm an awful person. Now, let's go see what our new Terran opponent's up to. Otherwise, do the same thing as always. Give me the minerals for my gas, damn it. Thank you. Uh-oh. Lag spike. Hopefully it's not on my end. It would have taken another second before it actually highlighted up here who was lagging. Or at least I'm going to assume it's my opponent, which will make this really uninteresting a match for me. If this becomes a frequent occurrence, and it might even mess up my microcontroller too. There is potential for that. Now, what is our Terran opponent up to? Just the usual so far. No gas there. And I probably should have got the second gas first. And okay, speaking of gas, there's one there. Instead of the pylon, I think I may have rushed that a little bit fast, since I had the minerals for it.
Your probes are under attack.
So this looks like a potential Reaper. Oh, factory. Okay. So this isn't a Reaper then. That's what that tells me on one gas. So someone is teching up quickly, and I need to watch for that. Although it's probably a mistake to go there. And more lagging out. So we gotta be mindful of that. I'll give it another minute or so. This could be Reapers. I at least want to see if there's a reactor. That's the big thing. Although it's probably not going to be possible to see the reactor, since 2-3 Marines are already going to be out potentially.
The firstborn shall persevere.
Well, this is very convenient. MVP of the game right there. Now it's just a question of utilizing it. Okay, I'm completely wrong. So you were able to afford all that on a single gas? I'm learning something new here.
Base is under attack.
I am learning all sorts of new things. I'm thrown off just by that alone, mind you.
Yes, Executor.
What the hell is this build?
Our pylon is under attack.
Combat awaits.
Oh well.
Forward. It shall be done. Legend.
Just kills things.
Glory, I have met the enemy. Where not a cause
Are under attack.
This is really weird. I got to see everything and then some. Should I be... I don't know. Let's just go with what we know. It's an expansion, everything get meta. That's all I can truly say. They are throwing everything in the kitchen sink at us. I'm gonna need an observer at some point in case of banshees. That cannot be denied. And I don't have a sentry, but with what we've seen, that's not a huge issue just yet anyway. This is not something you get every game. I think that goes without saying. Alright,
Yes, Executor.
just get going.
Combat.
I am gonna get delayed and I need some dang batteries too.
To serve.
We are of one
Alright. Just kill this thing, thank you. And now we need stalkers for this really aggressive liberator. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was perfectly timed. I wish I could brag. I wish I could brag. We just knew that it was possible. Now, we're not out of the woods yet. I'm still really thrown off just by the luck of the draw, as it were. I don't want to get too carried away just yet. So I think for safety, although that Liberator suggests there shouldn't be a Banshee coming, but it's possible. Now we need a little bit more saturation up here. And I do need a shield battery, but I think we're okay now. Oh my god. Well, this is excessive. Alright, I'm officially freaked out now. Although, until they scan, there's nothing to worry about. What is your strategy, though? That's all I'm really curious about. I still say they're throwing the kitchen sink at us, but now they're playing super passive. Because my immortals alone could just destroy this minefield slowly, since they have shorter range. Hold that thought. We got company. I'm as tempted as it is to go up there and do damage. I don't think I think it'll fall apart for me if I make the attempt. I was gonna try and use the immortals to slowly start chipping off the dang mines eventually. So we're gonna leave that to our dang... I need pylons? Okay, I got pylons. Okay, I don't think that was terrible just yet. The Marines kind of gave it away. I was expecting them to go southward, in all honesty, though.
I am the voice of the eclipse.
Yep, and we're saturated here.
Research complete.
Now let's get this next expansion going. And get these stalkers ready. And all the while, get this warp prism to have some fun, too. I could theoretically just go kill this fellow. That's something I seriously should consider. And the warp prism enables that. Okay.
We shall stand our mind.
I want to see them poke up. They're probably just going to harass my... They're probably not going to just drop the third, if I were to be honest. Alright. I know what to do here. Okay, I guess I pulled everything I would like to care to admit. But at least the damage is still minimal just yet. I want to burn it there. I can still potentially kill this fella. And it's a really tempting option right now if I manage this well. Although I guess a lot of... Yes, fall for the bait. Although, I think I lost a lot more workers than I care to admit, though. So let's just make this very unpleasant for him. Two can play at this game. I just wish I don't have storms anymore, so this is not as effective as I like it to be. At least this opens up a window for me. Damn it. Yeah, I'm falling apart there from the harassment. Alright. There, let's see if you two can play at this game there, buddy. Two can play at this game now. Just murder everything. Just go into the mineral field. Keep building. I need to keep building. Take full advantage of this chaos.
We are the blades of iron. Kasar,
Alright.
justice be done.
Just murder stuff. This is really weird match, but I like to think this. Well, now my cells are pretty much dead, so I don't know what to make of that exchange just yet, but we do have this base here.
We are the light of the power.
Now let's just get some cannons up for good measure. Since that's the route my opponent wants to go. I just took more damage than I cared to admit.
We seek enlightenment, our mind.
And how's our... I need pylons. It's basically what it comes down to. Alright, we see it there. We can't do much about it yet, but we scared him off at least. Which doesn't mean much just yet. It's gonna keep him back there. And let's just rebuild workers. I can do this. I can do this. I just got to be on top of my game there, which means my worker saturation. I should seriously consider some Colossus with that said.
You must construct additional pylons. Highlight for iron.
Yes, give him a good scare there. The workers are safe at least. For now.
Kasar. We are focused. We highlight for iron. Consciousness awakened.
That wasn't what I want.
We seek enlightenment. We shall stand.
No, I want the Immortals, damn it. Give me the Immortals to shoot down these things.
We embrace the glory of battle. We are
Alright.
Thus I serve.
Just burn this thing to death.
We embrace the glory of
And you still have it. Oh, this might be painful though, but I kind of rushed that a tiny bit, didn't I?
not enough energy. For the reckoning. State thy bidding. Mineral field depleted.
Now, where the hell are my zealots? Oh, they went the wrong direction. Okay. Maybe that wasn't as effective as I like. I, for some reason, was playing that as though my cells were down below.
We embrace the glory of battle.
Did they do the damage they need to? Hard to say. But let's at least get building still. And now I need a crap ton of warp gates at the ready here. Since I kind of failed to do that earlier. But we got level 3 upgrades going.
Consciousness awakened. Upgrade complete. Powered. Base is under attack. Assault. Data block.
Alright.
Ancient glory. Not enough energy.
That wasn't what I wanted there, but that was poorly executed, damn it. I'm falling apart now. And I didn't even get the hit I wanted, damn it. It had promise, I just flew right into that. And I don't have the gateways too. Really? That's what killed me here, not having the gateways, let alone my infrastructure. So I prepared that really poorly. Is it over yet? Not quite. I did lose all my probes. That could have been busy there at this time.
Your probes are under attack.
Now we have a harassment back there, which I can't do much about.
Probes are under attack.
Dang it, it's falling apart now. I forgave my hotkeys. Hell, my hotkeys are kind of unbinded right now. So, I could have done that so much better, dang it. Like I said, I was really thrown off there. Just seeing everything. I could have just gone super aggressive. And I was tempted to. I could have had Immortals just snipe those mines one by one with them doing the drop at the same time. I just hesitated, I second guessed it, since I don't know if I would have been able to handle the multitasking of defending the back, as well as the front. Ah well.